Hi guys, Autumn here today to do my week one of the hashtag Indie Readathon for 2016. This is a 2-week readathon, so I just want to update on my week one progress. I read 6 books and 1 novella in this week, and I am currently reading 2 books. So I had a pretty successful week, and I'm excited. So let's start on the books I read. One of the first books is Ray of Sunshine by Macaulay Smoltzer. This is book 1 in the Light in the Dark series. This follows Ray and Cade. This was a reread for me. I read this back in 2014 in November. This is a new adult. It has some football thrown in it, and I wanted to read this because the second book came out on Tuesday the 30th? Yeah, the 30th. So I wanted to read this because it follows 2 characters from this story, and I wanted to refresh my mind. And I love this story. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. As I said, this follows Ray, who moves away from her hometown to go to college because something bad happened to her, and she's trying to start anew, where people don't know her or what she did, and then the first day when she's walking to her dorm, she gets ran into by Cade, who was playing football with one of his friends. He is the quarterback at their college, and Ray's roommate is Thea, who is Cade's sister. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is a new adult, so there are some steamy times, but not too much, and I really do enjoy this series and book. And then the next book I read was When Stars Collide by Macaulay Smoltzer. This is book 2 in the Light and the Dark series. This follows Thea and Xander, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is my new favorite Macaulay Smoltzer book. I loved this book. This follows Thea and Xander. Xander is Cade's best friend, and Thea is Cade's sister, so it's a best friend's brother book. And they went to Vegas, and they ended up married. So this book, you figure out if they're going to stay married or if they're going to end it. You don't know, but I really did enjoy this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Christina by Jennifer Four. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. This follows Christian, I think it's how you say it. And she is the outcast of her family. She feels like she's the outcast, and she doesn't really fit in, and so she goes to college, and she meets a guy, and they hooked up, and then at one point, he raped her, and it's her point, it's her trying to move on from that, and no one really believes her. All of her friends don't believe that she was raped, and her best friend, Ethan, believed her, but then he, didn't, but this follows her trying to move on from that, and her moving home after it happened because she didn't want to stay there, and it's very sad. and I did enjoy this. And this is book 3 in the Mitchell Hurley series. Yes, 4 out of 5. I mean 4.5 out of 5. And then I read the novella, which is Mary Mitchell Affair. This is 3.5 in the book. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This follows Shaylee, I think is how you say it, and Noah, who is in book 1. This is their little novella Christmas story about their wedding. And it was a very cute Christmassy read. Quick. And then one of the books I do not actually have a physical copy because I got it from the library was Under the Lights by Ivy Glines. This is book 2 in her Field Party series. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I was going to pre-order that in like a hardcover, and then I decided not to because I didn't really like the first one, so I figured I would listen to it, and if I liked it, then I would buy it, and it was okay. I probably would never read it again, so I'm not going to buy it, and if I do want to read it again, I could just get it from the library. But this follows Willa and Gunnar, and it was okay. As I said, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was a reread, and that is The Deal by Ella Kennedy. And this is book 1 in the Off-Campus series. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed it. I listened to this on audiobook. I wasn't that big of a fan of the audiobook because it was only one person for both point of views, which were okay, but I tend to like when there's a female and a male narrator, just for the point of views, just because I like it better. But I still gave this 5 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed it. This follows Hannah and Garrett. Hannah is in college, and she's trying to move on from her rape that happened 5 years ago, I think. And Garrett wanted her to tutor him in a class that he's failing, and in return, he will help her with her crush. So they make a deal where she tutors him and he helps her. And this is a new adult, so there are some steamy times, but I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really do enjoy this and can't wait to listen to the mistake and read the score. So yeah, those are all the Kindle books. Now on to the last book I read, and that is Some Kind of Perfect by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This was also a reread. I won this audiobook from Krista and Becca Ritchie, and I absolutely love this audiobook. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this series audiobooks. I've only listened to from Hot House Flower on. I have not listened to the first 4 books, but I do own them. I just haven't listened to them. But I highly recommend this this series on audio, because it's very entertaining. This book has 6 people narrating it because there are 6 different point of views. And I really like how each point of view has a different narrator, and I really did enjoy that. So there is Connor, Rose, Lily, Lo, Reich, and Daisy. And I really love that there are 6 narrators, and the other books in the series have 2 narrators. And I'm pretty sure that they're the same narrators. The 6 that do this are the same narrators that do the other books in this series, which I really like. But this is the 10th and final book in the Addicted / Calloway sister series by Krista and Becca. And this is the epilogue book, so you get the 6 point of views, as I said. And this book spans in 10 years. So what I did is I marked the years in red and the children in yellow. So if I ever get confused, I could just go to like their little marking and see that's what the children look like. And so I really did enjoy this book, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend this series. It's one of my favorites, and yeah. And now onto the 2 books I'm currently reading. The first one is Reef by Tilly Cole. This is book 2 in the Scared Soul series by Tilly Cole. This follows Prisoner 221 and what is her name? Talia, who is Luca's sister. And I really am enjoying it so far. I'm on chapter 11. So yeah, I really like it. And then the next book I'm currently reading is Paper Princess by Erin Walt. I am about 183 pages in, and I'm loving this book so far. And yeah, this follows Ella, and Ella, who is poor, and then one day at school, her guardian comes and picks her up and takes her to a mansion where she meets his 5 sons. Yeah, it's very good. I'm really loving this and can't wait to finish it. But those are all the books I read this week. Comment down below how many books you read this week, and I'll see you guys later. And if you want any reviews on any of these, just let me know and I'd be more than happy to. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.